This bout is skip.
What a pleasure. And there's the bell to start round one. Oh, he took that jab well. Where are the jabs? Where are the body punches? These two guys are just going after each other's chin. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just misses with that jab. Crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
A perfect counter shot. Just misses with that uppercut. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Linares. On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can. Whoa, wait a minute! Quigg just got belted. He takes a knee, buys time, collects himself.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Straight right just misses. Venezuelan is rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That counter shot lands. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. After what we saw in that last... On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit. You want to corner an outside fire, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. And they figure out the combination to this sink.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. That jab misses. There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That uppercut misses. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter lands. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Oh, Quigg. Quigg has got to do something here. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Punch, counter punch. Jab does not score. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. unlucky to miss with that jab. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Good counter punching. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round.
Feel good? Good match.
On to the 6th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. A lot of effort being exerted here. Back and forth they go. Whoa, wait a minute. It's all hands on deck now. It's got down goes Quigg. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Quigg in that last round. You gotta wonder how big of. And there's the bell for round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Nice counter. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? The only fear you have... Hold it right there! Oh, Quigg. Quigg has got to do something here. So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Hold it right there. Scott Quigg just got belted. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's Talk about Linares in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing. Round 8, and we're off again. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, wait a minute. It's all hands on deck now as Scott Quigg is in some big-time trouble. Scott Quigg, down he goes. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. The straight right just misses. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Quigg in that last round.
I love that jab.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Beautiful counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Holding nothing back here in the round. Good counter punch. Scott Quigg just got belted. Big shot, and Quigg goes to the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Quigg in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least... And there's the bell for round 10. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
It's all hands on deck now as the uber tough Scott Quigg can't take it anymore. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That is God. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.